Beast mode. That's right. Marshawn Skittle Lynch? Skittles? You guys remember what we used to call him? Skittles. And the Beast Quake. Yeah, so Beast mode. You already know. A couple days ago, I made a video adding the Legion of Boom back to the Seattle Seahawks, and that squad did pretty good. I think they won the Super Bowl, I want to say. Arguably, maybe. I don't exactly remember. I know they got to the playoffs and they went deep in the playoffs. But this is the 2024 Seattle Seahawks. Currently, they're rocking and rolling in real life, by the way. Shout out to the Seahawks. But we're adding Beast Mode to this squad, and we're going to see what ends up happening. Now, again, as always, running backs do not usually make up a squad. They can't really change how good a squad does throughout the season. But they definitely can sway some things. They can't be the reason why you win, but they could sway a little bit, and good enough running back could add 15, 20 touchdowns to your roster, to your overall score for the year, which could win you maybe 1 to up to like 5, 6 different games. Which, if you're saying 6 wins, that's pretty much going to give you a guaranteed success in the NFL, for being honest. But so far, they are 4-3. Now they play the 5-2 Buffalo Bills, and they win that game. Okay, they beat the Bills, which actually is a humongous win, and they beat the Rams. So they're going into their bye week with a 6-3 record. Currently owns the NFC West, although it's looking like a very close case right there. The only 3 losses to the season so far are the Broncos, Lions, and 49ers. Which, again, you kind of expect the 49ers loss. It's a divisional matchup. So far, Geno Smith, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1,600 yards. But Beast Mode does have 1,000 yards on the ground and 13 touchdowns. Now, Beast Mode was never known for being really a receiving back. He does have right here 216 yards and 2 touchdowns so far this year. So he's not going to put up those CMC numbers. He's really just a ground and pound type of guy. You give him the ball, he puts his head down, and he runs through the whole entire defense. Kind of the Derrick Henry before Derrick Henry was a thing kind of mentality. But now they play the 6-3 Niners, who currently now own the NFC West. And let's see how this game goes. It is in San Francisco. And just like that, they're going to get season swept by the Niners, which definitely sucks. Then they beat the 2-8 Arizona Cardinals. And they play the 4-7 New York Jets. They beat the 4-7 New York Jets, and now they play the 2-10 Arizona Cardinals in Arizona, and they lose that game, which absolutely sucks. As that, obviously, divisional games are always tough, but when you lose to a 2-10 team, you kind of just kick yourself in the butt. And they lose to the Green Bay Packers, following it up playing the Minnesota Vikings, and they beat the Vikings by 1 point. They play the Chicago Bears and the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. They win that game, and then they finalize it off in a divisional game versus the LA Rams, where they do win. So, in the end, they go 11-6, not taking over the NFC West, while, of course, the 49ers do win the NFC with that number 1 spot. Number 2, Lions. Number 3, Eagles. Number 4, Saints. 5, Cowboys. 6, Seahawks. And 7th was the Green Bay Packers. Let's just take a look at the stats here. Let's just take a look at the record. So 15-2. Who was the worst team to make the playoffs? 9-8? Okay, I really expected someone else to even go worse than that, but Titans went 2-15, and that's saying something. 3,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for Geno Smith, 1,700 yards, almost 1,800, and 21 touchdowns for Lynch. He did also have really maybe 20 more yards in that last 8-9 games, and a touchdown through the air. Again, like I said, not being a guy who really gets utilized in the pass-catching game that much, I'm not too surprised, but still, though, kind of hoping he put up more than that. He did lead the NFL in rushing yards, actually, ironically enough, just above Derrick Henry, who, again, like I said, very similar running back styles. Somehow, Joe Mixon always fails to amaze me, where he is always the best running back in Madden. I don't understand it, but okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great running back. I do miss him greatly. We did, lose him this offseason. But, yeah, I don't know if he'll be that great this year, but we'll have to wait and see. So, Philadelphia Eagles lose their opening game, 12-5. They go 1-done in the playoffs to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seahawks play the San Francisco 49ers, and that is where the Seahawks season will end. So they ended the divisional round versus a very good 49er squad who will go ahead and not... Actually, no, they do make the Super Bowl. Okay, never mind. I thought they weren't going to make the Super Bowl. I took a gamble right there saying not before I even saw, but hey, chances were they might not have. Anyway, though, Joe Mixon does win MVP or Offensive Player of the Year. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. But this was a running back themed franchise. We have Joe Mixon, Offensive Player of the Year. Super Bowl MVP was CMC. And obviously, we got Lynch, who also had a fantastic season. JJ McCarthy wins Rookie of the Year, which I love to see over Caleb Williams. I'm not a Caleb Williams hater, but all the hype and the way too much hype, it just killed it for me, man. I feel like a lot of people don't dislike the guy. It's just that the media has ran him into the ground when it comes to how good he was going to be. So then, now that he's not that good and he's kind of mid, it's like, okay, this is what we expected. We didn't expect him to suck, but we expected him to be pretty mid. And that's what he won. That's what he is. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.